If you're thinking about buying the Alienware AW3425DWM, stick around because I'm about to reveal some eye-opening truths that might just make you think twice before clicking that buy button. This 34-inch ultra-wide monitor promises WQHD resolution, a blazing 180 Hz refresh rate, and features that scream premium gaming experience. But here's what surprised me. Despite all these impressive specs, the monitor stumbles in some areas that hardcore gamers and content creators really need to know about. You won't believe the quirks hiding behind that sleek Alienware design, and I'm here to give you the whole story you won't hear in those hype-filled ads. So if you're after the ultimate immersive gaming setup, or even just a solid all-around monitor, keep watching because I'll break down exactly what works, what doesn't, and who this Alienware really suits. Now, before you start picturing flawless gameplay with buttery smooth visuals, let me tell you there's more to this story. But wait, why is a monitor with a 4.6-star rating on Amazon causing so much buzz for its problems? Well, hold on to that thought, because the truth is, the AW3425DWM delivers stunning color coverage, and that crisp DCI-P 395% gamut you'd expect from a high-end screen. However, things get a little complicated once you dive deeper into the user experience. I'm talking about issues you might only notice after hours of use. And no, it's not just the usual it's a gaming monitor stuff. These are real drawbacks that could make you regret your decision if you're not fully prepared. Let's start with the obvious reason why this monitor is so enticing. Its WQHD resolution on a massive 34-inch ultra-wide panel, combined with a 1500R curve, creates an immersive field of view that pulls you right into the heart of your favorite games and movies. Couple that with a 180 Hz refresh rate and a 1 ms gray-to-gray response time, and you've got what looks like a gamer's dream setup. But here's the kicker. Some users have reported minor ghosting and motion blur, especially in fast-paced titles, which is unexpected given the specs. That could potentially throw off your aiming or enjoyment in competitive shooters. So if you're a pro gamer chasing every millisecond advantage, that's something important to note. But it's not just about speed. The Alienware AW3425DWM also boasts AMD FreeSync Premium and VESA adaptive sync technology to keep your gameplay buttery smooth by eliminating screen tearing and stuttering. In practice, this is a mixed bag. Yes, it works well most of the time, but occasionally the syncing tech struggles when you toggle between different refresh rates or switch devices, console mode being a great example. Speaking of which, the console mode is meant to make this a versatile monitor for both PC and consoles. But I noticed some color shifts and brightness inconsistencies when using it on PlayStation and Xbox. So if you're an esports fanatic or streaming on multiple platforms, keep your eyes open for this potential drawback. Now, if you're all about color accuracy for creative work, like editing videos or photos, the AW3425DWM is worth a glance. The 95% DCI-P3 color coverage and VESA Display HDR 400 certification mean vibrant, punchy colors and decent HDR performance. In real use, it absolutely shines compared to standard panels, with deep blacks and bright highlights that enhance visual contrast. But here's a little secret. The HDR implementation, while great in theory, can sometimes feel uneven depending on the content. It's more of a brightening boost than true HDR like on some higher-end professional monitors, so don't expect the kind of dynamic punch you'd get on a color grading panel. Let's talk ergonomics, because a 34-inch curved screen can either feel like a throne or a strain. Alienware's design is undeniably iconic. That futuristic alien head logo isn't just for show, and you get a sturdy stand with adjustable tilt and height, allowing you to position the monitor comfortably for long gaming marathons. The low blue light mode is a thoughtful touch for reducing eye strain, especially in late-night sessions where you've binged 10 hours of RPG quests without blinking. But unfortunately, while the hardware-based blue light filter is neat, some users have found it dims the screen noticeably, resulting in washed-out colors during extended use. So you have to decide if eye comfort outweighs the beautiful picture, or vice versa. Now, here's a little joke for the road. Why did the gamer bring a ladder to the gaming session? Because he was aiming for higher refresh rates. Alright, now that I've grabbed your attention with a laugh, here's a question I want you to ponder. If this monitor costs just under $300, which is relatively affordable for a curved ultra-wide with these specs, is it actually a bargain or just a case of you get what you pay for? Watch closely because I'm about to unravel this mystery. One of the biggest surprises about the Alienware AW3425DWM is its aggressive pricing compared to other ultra-wides with similar features that often retail for $600 or more. This alone makes it hugely appealing if you want solid performance without breaking the bank. So if you're a casual to mid-level gamer or someone seeking a beautiful cinematic display without the pro-level price tag, this monitor could be your sweet spot. However, pros and heavy-duty multitaskers might find it lacking in some critical areas, like advanced color calibration and professional-grade HDR options. Remember, the panel on the AW3425DWM uses nano IPS technology, which is great for wide viewing angles and accurate color reproduction. But some users have reported light bleed around the edges, especially in dark rooms, which can be distracting during nighttime gaming. That's a trade-off with many ultra-wide IPS monitors priced in this range. Also, it lacks some of the more advanced customization options you might find in pricier models, like advanced OSD, on-screen display controls, or a built-in USB hub, making cable and accessory management slightly messier. Here's another joke because hey, we all need one. What's a gamer's favorite type of candy? Pixel bits. Hopefully, the Alienware isn't dropping any of those pixel bits during your gameplay. Speaking of pixels, the AW3425DWM 3440x1440 resolution on a 34-inch screen hits a sweet spot for sharpness and immersion without the need for excessive GPU power. That means it's friendly even if you don't have the absolute latest graphics card, making it a solid match for mid-tier setups. But if you're looking for 4K glory or higher resolution, this isn't going to satisfy that craving. At this point, you might be wondering, who exactly is this monitor for? The Alienware AW3425DWM is ideal for gamers who want an immersive screen that looks good out of the box, performs well in most gaming scenarios, and strikes a balance between feature set and price. It's also suitable for those who appreciate the Alienware brand design and want a monitor that stands out on their desk. Content creators who need decent color accuracy without shelling out thousands will find it suitable for everyday projects but not for professional-grade photo or video editing. However, if you demand flawless performance, top-tier HDR, or unmatched customization, you might want to look elsewhere. Here's the twist. Despite some quirks and compromises, Alienware's AW3425DWM is one of the best budget-friendly ultra-wide curved monitors on the market. That means for someone buying their first ultra-wide or upgrading from a standard 16:9 display, this monitor opens up a whole new level of immersion at under $300, which is pretty rare in this category. So even though it's not perfect, it's genuinely a sweet deal for the money, and its aesthetic alone makes your setup feel next level. The final thing I want to mention is the customer support and build quality, which are crucial but often overlooked. Alienware is known for solid customer service and durable designs. The AW3425DWM features a robust stand, minimal plastic flex, and a well-crafted rear I/O layout with multiple ports including DisplayPort and HDMI. This makes hooking up multiple devices straightforward, without constant unplugging hassle. Plus, you get that Alien FX lighting strip on the back, which is customizable and adds to the immersion, letting you sync your lighting with games or music. It's those little details that make using this monitor feel premium, even if some specs don't quite hit the high mark. Alright, time for one last joke to keep the mood light. Why don't monitors ever get lost? Because they always keep things in view. And that's exactly what the AW3425DWM tries to do: keep your game and content in crisp, expansive view with smooth performance. So if you're ready to dive into ultra-wide gaming with good colors, solid speed, and not empty your wallet, this Alienware could very well be the trusty sidekick you need. Just go in knowing its limits, and you'll be delighted with what it offers. To wrap up, the Alienware AW3425DWM is a great value ultra-wide gaming monitor with striking looks, solid WQHD resolution, and fast refresh rates that satisfy most gamers and casual content creators. Yes, it has its share of minor issues like occasional ghosting, some HDR and sync quirks, and minor light bleed, but these trade-offs come at a price point that's very hard to beat. If you're searching for a dependable, visually immersive gaming monitor on a budget that looks fantastic and performs well in everyday use, this is a strong contender. However, if you're chasing pro-grade features or absolute performance perfection, it might fall just short. If you want to check the latest best price and grab one for yourself, there's a link down in the description where you can find the Alienware AW3425DWM at Amazon. Don't forget to hit that link because deals can change fast, and you want to get the best bang for your buck while it lasts. Thanks for watching this honest review, and happy gaming. May your FPS be high and your lag be low.